Hello, welcome to Local Edition. I'm Leslie Leyton. About 40% of all the cargo that comes into our country comes in through the Long Beach, Los Angeles port, and a lot of that comes through the City of Fontana. And with us now is someone who'd like to see even more of it come through the City of Fontana, the Mayor, Acquanetta Warren. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Now, you have upcoming the Fontana Supply Chain Summit. What is that, and how does it relate to what we're talking about?
We have an opportunity to really sit around the table and discuss what this all means. It's happening without any direction other than planning, but now it's time to sit down and say how we can capitalize on it and make sure that our community benefit is huge.
So people can fully appreciate 40% of the stuff that comes into our country, we're talking about the stuff that goes all across the country, it comes through this area. So what can you do to bring more business, more jobs from the ports into your area?
That is the primary reason why I want to have this summit, is I want to hear from the bigger players so that we can then have the next section with our educators, because those jobs that they're going to create, we want to make sure our residents, number one, are qualified and ready to go.
Who's going to be at the summit? We're
going to have the trucking companies, we have the logistics distribution centers. I'm so happy we've got a great relationship with the Port of Long Beach and also Los Angeles. They're going to be there. And we're going to be talking to some of our, I call them our home team, our chambers involved. And we've got a couple of contractors that have been specifically working with the trucking companies. You know, we have that corridor we're trying to develop on Valley, just trucks, beautiful trucks. And we're trying to work with them also. So I'm going to be listening.
Tell people about what Fontana, the role Fontana plays in this supply chain system, and what you'd like to see come from this.
We play a major role. That's the reason that we had to have those interchanges, because trucks are there. You can't get rid of the truckers. They're not going away. They're good. They stop. They buy food. They buy homes. They bring the product in and they decide they want to stay. The other part of this is we know that if we can continue to thrive transportation modem-wise as well as education-wise, we stand a chance to become the logistics capital of the United States. I think we're there. I think we just don't know it. And that's why I'm doing this summit, so we can hear from them exactly how we enhance it.
What kind of training do you think you need in this area for future expansions?
People have this concept that these distribution centers are just a bunch of forklifts, people lifting boxes. That's not the case. Some of these are extremely technological. They carry tablets throughout the warehouse. There's all kinds of things going on. In fact, when you can actually move thousands and thousands of tons of product in 24 hours and have an empty floor the next day to start it back over again, somebody knows what they're doing with logistics.
It is pretty magical. We think sometimes we're on our iPad and whatever we orders ends up at our house in a couple of days, and this is what we're talking about.
Right. You know, it's like Claremont has a program which starts with ship to shore. We want to make sure when it gets to the shore that it moves correctly, and that we, in fact, have some of our hands on top of it.
You look to some of your neighbors, maybe keeping up with the Joneses. You look to like the eBay Center that San Bernardino has. Are you after something like that? Those are huge distribution centers.
We want point of sale, because point of sale represents taxes. And when we have those taxes, we can build more senior centers, we can build more parks, and there's enough land where all of us can live together.
All right. Well, Acquanetta Warren, I can bet you that after this summit happens, you'll come back and tell us the fruits of your labor.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you.
And glad you're there, too. I'm Leslie Leyton.